Jung So-min's new drama news has fans having mixed feelings. Some are ready to let go of the Haessom ship, while others can't seem to move on. With her return to the small screen in Space Marry Me, is this the end of the love story we all adore? Or is there still hope for Haessom fans? Let's talk about why some of us aren't ready to say goodbye just yet. First of all, I'm genuinely happy to see Jung So-min back on the small screen. Space Marry Me sounds like such a fun project, and I know So-min will absolutely shine in this romantic comedy. She has such a natural talent for bringing out the best in her characters, and pairing her with Choi Woo-shik, who's also brilliant in rom-coms, feels like a perfect match. But I have to admit, as excited as I am for this new drama, it doesn't make it any easier to let go of Love Next Door and the Haessom ship. For me, Love Next Door wasn't just any romance. The chemistry between Jung So-min and Jung Hae-in was something else. It felt real, raw, and completely heart-fluttering. Their love story on screen was beautiful, but their bond off-screen was what really got me. They teased each other like best friends, but shared these moments that made it feel like there was something deeper. It was relatable, comforting, and made you wish for a love just like that. And even though they only met for the drama, it felt like they'd known each other for years. Now, don't get me wrong, Space Marry Me will probably have its own charm. So-min and Woo-shik are both rom-com veterans, and I'm sure their chemistry will be great. But in all honesty, I don't think it'll change how I, or a lot of us, feel about Haessom. I'm looking forward to seeing how the new drama plays out, but if I'm being real, nothing has compared to what I saw between So-min and Hae-in. Some of us haven't moved on from their bond yet, and why would we? They haven't really given us a reason to. Their connection was something special. And let's not forget, Hae-in has made some interesting comments lately. He's mentioned wanting to get married, and when he talks about his ideal type, it sounds like he's describing So-min. They've stayed in touch, supporting each other, and that keeps the hope alive. Maybe they're keeping things low-key to focus on their careers, which would be understandable, but either way, their bond feels like it's still there. And let's not forget, both So-min and Hae-in have said they'd love to work together again. Can you imagine the excitement if that happens? I, for one, would be over the moon. A lot of people would be. I know there's a huge part of the fandom that would be so happy to see them share the screen again, whether as friends or maybe even something more. But for now, we'll support them in their individual projects. Space Marry Me is going to be amazing, I'm sure, and I'm also eagerly waiting to see what Hae-in's next project will be. He mentioned reading scripts, so fingers crossed we get some casting news from him soon. Whatever they do, we know they'll give it their all. So is Haessom officially over? Not for me. I'll keep supporting them and holding on to that hope, but in the meantime, I'm excited to see what's next for both of them. Haessom is still alive, and I don't think I'll ever fully say goodbye to that bond. Let me know in the comments if you're ready to move on, or if you're like me and still rooting for these two to reunite, both on screen and off.